Okie dokie, so now we have drawn our getting started exercise, added our dimensions and our annotations, and everything is in the corresponding layer. Alrighty, so we're reaching the end of our process now. So we need to start adding some more helpful information, okay, just to make it to industry standard. So I'm going to zoom out and come to underneath where my drawing is, and you guys can see here, I've got a section marker, 2 elevation markers, ceiling height marker, got codes with multi-leaders, I've got text here and a drawing title. Okay, what I'm going to do is click on this drawing title, Command C, Command V to copy and paste, and come up here. Okay, so this must always be in line with the left-hand side of your drawing, and I'm going to pop it here. Alright, so every drawing that you draw, so every elevation, section, detail, must have one of these scaled. If you look at each of the A3 scaled pages on the template we've given you, they're all there. Okay, I want to edit this, so I'm going to double click and it's going to come up with this. So drawing name here, I'm going to call it Getting Started Floor Plan. Then my scale. My scale is actually 1 to 50 at A3. And the reason we put in the page size is in case someone prints it out as A4, if you haven't put that it's A3 scale on there somewhere, you are going to be in trouble. So this is drawing number 01 on sheet 01. Okay, so that is our first page. Now I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click OK. And you can see the information is here. Alright, for each drawing you do, you guys will need to make one of these. Okay, for every page that you have, you start numbering the drawing at the beginning again. Okay, so on page 1 you might just have the floor plan, so that's drawing 1 on page 1. On the next page you might have 2 elevations, so that will be drawing 1 on page 2 and drawing 2 on page 2. Okay, so you guys will need one of these. For your assessment, okay, you will also need to add in any section and elevation markers. Okay, if we look at the exemplar drawings for the assignment, you guys can see there's a section marker through the vanity, so you guys need to do a section marker through your vanity, and then 4 elevations. Okay, so wherever you place your elevation marker indicates what you are going to draw. Remember the back of the triangle pointing the way that that way the arrow is pointing, everything within that rectangle, okay, is what you need to draw in your elevation. Alrighty. The other thing that you guys will need to do for your assessment is add some code. So we can do that now. So I'm going to come over here to this code marker and I'm going to click on it, Command C, Command V, and I'm going to pop up here and I'm going to put it on the bench. Okay, and this basically, when you are filling in your FF&E, the first column is always code, and that code refers to this. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is move it onto the chair just so it makes a bit more sense. Okie dokie, so I'm going to pop it onto my chair. Okay, and I'm going to call it hardware. Actually, you know what? Change my mind, I am going back to the bench. I'm going to call it H01. Okay, and that means I'm calling it hardware 01. I'm going to come to properties, and I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm going to change the layer to notations. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to click alrighty. Okay, and so this is H01. So then in my legend, which we're going to create in a minute, I will see H01 and next to it, it will say bench. Okay, then however, when I look at my FF&E, it'll say H01. It will say joinery bench and it will say the location where it's placed within the project. It will then give me all of the details that I need to order that bench, and then in the supplier all of the information about the supplier, an image, and any notes that you want to add, price, lead time, quantity, etc. Okay, so that's how you know what is the same on your drawing and your FF&E. Okay, they need to link up and match. So I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to, the moment it's in layer markers. Alright, so I don't want this to be red around the outside. I need to change that color. So I'm going to go, sorry, I am looking for my block editor, sorry. Yep, sorry, it's in tools. If you're on a PC, grab me and I'll show you where it is. So block editor, and it's going to come up here, and these are the blocks that we've already created. You guys should know what blocks are now. We've talked about them a lot in assignment 1. Okay, so I'm coming through here looking for the square. So this one will do, and I'm going to say edit block. I'm going to click on my borderline. I'm going to change it to by layer, and I'm going to pop it into markers. The rest of it's in markers. Actually, I'm going to pop it into notations. I can also highlight my text, and I'm going to pop that into notations as well, and make sure that my color is by layer. Okay, so I'm currently in my block editor, editing this block so that it comes out right in the end. I'm going to click save. Once I've clicked save, I click close. You guys can see now that there it is. It's no longer red. It's in the layers that I want it to be in, which is excellent. Alrighty, so these are our markers, alright, that we need to add. So for your assignments, you guys will need drawing titles on every drawing. You will need elevation and section markers on your floor plan. You will need your FF&E codes on all of your drawings. On your elevations, you will need ceiling height and floor level markers, or ceiling level and floor level markers. And on your on your section, you will also need annotations with leaders. Okay, and your dimensions will also need annotations with leaders. Once you've done all of that, we're ready to move on to the next step, which is plotting it. Okay, thanks guys.